Petty Officer Jaden Wade, and the left guard, Cadet Command Master Chief Hayden Sherman. At this time, we ask that you please rise for our national anthem. It will be performed by the Millington Central High School Trojan Marching Band.
Good evening. Welcome into our live broadcast. I'm Justin Mosier alongside Jordan Spraggins. Tonight, Crockett County takes on Millington in the first round of the playoffs. A lot of people to thank, from Coach Shelton to everybody administration, for allowing us to be able to bring you this game tonight. It's kind of a tricky issue with the TSSAA, and we got it worked out. So very fortunate, very thankful for everybody that played their role in that. Jordan, what do you think about this game tonight?
Well, it's first round of the playoffs. Both teams have played, at least, fairly good football to get to this point. And Millington, we've seen them play over the past few years. We've had several playoff games with them. They're never a bad team. They're never shabby. I think you can't ever count them out. I had the opportunity to speak with the team prior to leaving out, and my message to them tonight was, think about tonight. Don't think beyond tonight. Think about what tonight means, especially for you seniors. I mean, you're playing tonight so that you can play next week, and I think that's what they have to. Their focus has to be there tonight. I had a great conversation with Coach Ward prior to the game, just kind of on some scheme stuff. I think they've got a good scheme tonight, an exciting scheme. This football team's been fun to watch all year long, and I think it's going to be another fun game tonight. Our captains are making their way to the field right now. We will remind you, we are on our way tonight, so we will not have your scoreboard on the screen tonight, and we're also using cell service to stream this, so you might have lag every once in a while. Right now, we're doing pretty good, but just be patient with us, and we're going to bring this game to you the best we can, and let's watch these Cavaliers run out, Justin.
Excited. It's a good night for football. Nothing more exciting than playoff football for Crockett County.
Captains for both teams approaching midfield. For Crockett County, number 2 and 7, Grant Carroll. 50, Preston Vernon. 71, Joseph Gould. For Millington, number 6, Khalid Green. 7, Jonathan Temple Dowdy. 8, McCoy Pugh. And 26, Garrett Ritter.
So, Justin, this is our first playoff appearance for a while. You know, that shows progression in our program. Excited to see that for our guys, especially these seniors that's put in that 4 years of work to get to this point in their senior year and get to that first round of the playoffs and see that. Postseason play is always an exciting time, and it's high pressure for sure. We want to remind everybody tonight, too, we've got Gardner Bushart running our camera tonight. She has never done that before. She's going to do her very best. So we ask for patience with that as well as she adjusts to the camera and just giving that view to you. So Crockett County's elected to receive. And so we will be on offense first. Captains making their way back to the pile so that we can get this first round of the TSSAA playoffs underway. And they're getting fired up. They were fired up when I talked to them earlier, Justin. When I talked to them at the field house, did a devotion with them, they were extremely positive. They were really involved in what I had to say. They were fired up then. I like the attitude that I saw in the field house with them. I like the attitude that I saw with the coaches as I sat with them in the coach's office this afternoon. Yeah, I think Crockett County's got a great chance to come out and play well tonight. I think that they have a great chance at winning this ball game. And you know, you and I said it earlier in the season, is we have the talent, we have the depth, we have the speed, we have the size. Why not us? Yeah, I think that's a major thing to consider. Is the past is the past. The playoffs have failed the way they fell, and now it's all eyes on that fifth round.
Regular season at this point means nothing. You're starting fresh. As you mentioned earlier, win or go home. There's no next week. So tonight you have to play your best game. Focus on tonight. Let's come out of here with a win. Antoine Hobson deep. Demo Pickens deep.
Back deep for Crockett County, 2, Antoine Hobson. 3, Damarian Pickens.
The clock has started. We've already got 20 seconds rolling off the clock, so
Referees have stopped.
He's got it down there. They have it.
yeah,
A little clock confusion there.
referee on the field has the clock.
Why does he keep doing it? Tell him to turn it off. Turn it off!
It looks like the clock operator's having some trouble down there that they're trying to. And similar to the issues we've had at home, they're having some issues with that wireless technology they're going to have to try to fix. It's just, this is new technology, especially to high schools, and it's adapting to that. These referees go to different stadiums every week with different types of setups that they have to learn to maneuver. Pretty tough. It's not the old way.
And clock started a few seconds early still, but Demo returning the ball, looks for a hole, busted up the middle.
He has room.
And he had a lane.
He did.
And a player got in his way. He had that lane.
It was there.
If he would have just turned around and put his hands on a body, Demo would have scored there. Either way it goes, big return for Demo Pickens. Gosh, that kid is fast.
Yeah, once he gets that room and he gets able to turn those jets on, he does it.
So here we go. Pickens, Hobson at wide right. Marion Hobson wide left. Deuce Greenhill in the backfield with Grayson Lambert. Willie Walker at tight end position. Snaps, hands off Greenhill, looking for a hole, has some room.
Look at him.
Up the
Stiff arm.
sideline, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Flag
And
on the play.
Deuce Greenhill with a huge run to start the game. But as Jordan mentioned, we have some laundry on the field.
Not sure what that's going to be. It could be defensive. It could be offensive.
That's a toss-up right there where that flag has been thrown. We'll see what they call here.
What a great run to start the ball game off.
So they called it on Millington, and that is a Crockett County touchdown to start the game. Deuce Greenhill with a huge run to start this ball game puts Crockett County up 6-0.
You talk about a momentum builder right there. Is come out on that first drive, have the return that we had, and then respond with that that very first play and end up picking up 6 right there. Let's get this extra point.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. Crockett County jumps out early, 7-0. Big return by Demo, huge run by Deuce, and Crockett County lights the scoreboard up early.
Crockett County 7, Millington 0. We're going to do our best, the best we can to keep you updated on time, on downs, and on score as we go through the ball game. So Crockett County's defense is getting ready to take our kickoff return is getting ready to take the field. We've had a lot of success there. We've really not had a team that could really make major yards on us so far with this unit, our kickoff unit. So we feel pretty good about our special teams in general, I think.
So we have Hurst ready to kick it. And Hurst puts a big boot on it. He drops it, goes back into the end zone. And it's going to be a touchback. Millington will have the ball on their 20-yard line. 11 minutes, 34 seconds remaining in the first. Crockett County's defense on the field looking for a huge set of downs here from the Crockett County defense. Sends in motion. Snap. Handoff, and he is tackled by a host of Cavaliers there. Picks up about 2 there. Be 2nd and 8 for Millington on their own 22-yard line. Clock approaching 11 minutes in the first quarter. Sends in motion, snaps the ball. There's a little shovel toss, and he's wrapped up quick by Crockett County.
Great defensive pursuit there by Crockett County, showing a strong effort early.
So the Crockett County defense is swarming to the ball. Both plays there, multiple Cavaliers in on the tackle.
Pop pass from McCoy Few to Cam Purtier. No gain on the play. 3rd down, 8 from 22.
3rd and 8 as the clock goes under 10 minutes and 30 seconds here in the first. Millington signaling in the play. Snap. Keeper, and he breaks loose. Luke Carter looking to track him down. Luke Carter there to slow him up. And a huge gain by Millington.
Good job there by Luke by getting off that block that was coming his way to save that from being a touchdown. But that's that play that we were told before the ball game that you better watch out for. It's pretty successful every time they run it.
Luke Carter coming off the field, a little shaken up there. Demo Pickens replaces him. Great play, like you said, for Luke to cut across from the other side of the field to use his speed, cut that quarterback off, fight off the block, and get that tackle. Sends him in motion. Snap. Handoff. Hit.
Very physical response there by Crockett County. Our linebackers are going to have to be real careful not to get sucked in on that fake.
Yep.
Going forward, because there were no linebackers there to pursue that runner. And we have a good set of linebackers in there tonight.
Snaps the ball. We got a penalty flag. And that's going to go against Millington. Pushes Millington back.
5-yard penalty moves the ball to the 22, second down 14.
Pushes Millington back there, and you know that's going to be a huge part of any game, but especially this game. Mental mistakes and
you know, we've seen many games this season that mental mistakes had a huge factor in who wins or loses.
snap. Keeps it. Hit. We had a Marion Hobson come in, hit him up top. And Antoine Hobson in there as well. So to bring up a third down with 8 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Millington 3rd and 10 in Crockett County territory. Snap. Handoff, and he's stuffed.
Lambert met him perfect right there by staying in his gap, standing his ground. Great job by Lambert there. Like I was saying earlier, we got 3 stud linebackers, I think, tonight. You've got Jake Knox playing middle, and you've got Lambert on the outside, and then you've got DeKylan on the outside there. And 3 people you really don't want coming after you.
So Millington is going to kick a field goal. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. So that brings your score, Crockett County 7, Millington 3, 7 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Jordan, right there, you go back to that Luke Carter play where he comes from across the field, fights off that block. That was a touchdown.
Absolutely, and he had a blocker. I mean, he had one right in front of him. I mean, he literally had his hand on his back following him, and somehow Luke was able to fight that blocker off, get hands on him just long enough for the cavalry to come. Great play by Luke to save that. And one thing we've just learned is their kicking game isn't bad.
Right.
He just drilled that field goal, very accurate kick. So we got to be conscientious of the fact that they can do that.
Yeah, that's a big weapon to have in your arsenal if this game becomes a shootout and comes down to that last possession and you need a field goal. They've definitely got a kicker. And it kicks deep. Antoine receives. Looks to find a hole, has a little bit of room. Flag on the play. Another good return, but I think this is going to be on the Cavaliers.
Potential block in the back there. But he's running really well tonight. I'm seeing a very physical Crockett County team. They come off a big win last week. They had a big game against Fayette Ware. A lot of points scored. They were all over the field doing great things. So that may have built some confidence for them a little bit. And
Face mask against
face mask
Millington.
against Millington. We caught a break there for sure.
Wow.
Those are those mistakes that they can sneak up and they can haunt you in the end. Crockett County playing good disciplined football so far.
First and 10, Crockett from the 38.
Antoine out wide right, Demo out wide, Walker in at tight end, Amarian Hobson out left, Deuce Greenhill and Grayson Lambert in the backfield. Ton of athletes out here for Crockett County.
Absolutely.
Snap, and we're going to get a false start.
I think they're calling it on Millington there,
Oh,
Justin. It's going to
wow.
be offsides. I think he lined up offsides.
First down 5.
Wow.
So another good break for Crockett County.
Seven minutes, 16 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Crockett County, first down 5. Lambert sends Demo in motion. Fakes the handoff, looks to pass, passes over the middle. Had a,
It was not a bad throw, Justin.
looked like a little confusion maybe. Willie wasn't expecting it. I'm not sure.
It was just kind of right over the back of his head. I don't think he was ready to break on the route yet. So that'll bring up second down for the Cavaliers. 2nd and 5.
Snap, handoff, Greenhill wrapped up and taken
Stopped in the
down
backfield.
immediately.
Greenhill on the carry, Jackson Ford on the stop.
Jackson Ford there for Millington. He's listed at 6'3", 290. They have a huge defensive line.
Yeah, they are big guys.
Could possibly snap. Grayson looks to throw it, overthrows.
Dangerous throw there.
I thought they could have almost got him again for lining up offsides, but either way, it brings 4th down 5 for Crockett County. 6 minutes, 32 seconds remaining in the first quarter still. Brings out Crockett County's punt team. Snap. Gold to punt. Wobbly punt. Takes a Crockett County bounce. A good Crockett County bounce.
Still rolling.
Still rolling.
And it's going to get down to the 1.
And what a punt by Joseph Gold. Pins them back deep. Takes an incredible Crockett County bounce and puts them down at the 1. What more can you ask for?
You know, and you get those types of advantages in postseason play. You've got to take advantage of them. Great place to get a turnover. Great place to force a punt to get you better field advantage to march down the field. This has to be a drive for the defense to really capitalize on.
So we have 6 minutes 17 remaining here in the first as Millington comes up to the ball. And I believe that's on Millington.
I think you're right.
You know, in that situation, in that situation, they're so antsy. They're trying to fire off the ball to get that push. But here we go again.
Remains first down. 1st and 10.
Play clock. winding down under 10.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get a playoff at this point. They might.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Barely.
And Antoine almost intercepts it. He could have took one step into the end zone.
Yeah, he's beating himself up a little bit over that, but that was a hard one to catch.
It's a quick throw.
Yeah. His fingertips were on it. It was just hard to bring that ball down. The great effort there by Antoine, as usual. You have to wonder, are our coaches going to try to be a little bit aggressive here in this situation and try to, blitz, put more people going into the backfield, or are they going to play it safe here?
Millington ready for the snap. Snaps the ball, looks to pass, steps back, lets it go, and another right through his hands and right through the Millington receiver's hands. Another opportunity, but a little high. I give him that one. A little high for Antoine, but they're throwing his way.
Yeah, they are, and that's dangerous.
And he's about to get one
on their front. That's going to be a little dangerous for them. That'll bring up third down for Millington.
So here we go, third down 10. Play clock under 10. Game clock approaching 6 minutes. 5. Snap. Rolls out. Has nobody. Runs the ball. Still on his feet. Falls forward to pick up the first down.
First down there. You got to get to the quarterback there. He responded well under pressure. Still good field position for our defense to capitalize on.
Had nowhere to throw there, but turned on the wheels and picked up a great gain.
So he's a 4-year starter. We learned that, and been a successful football player throughout his career.
Snap. Keeps. Pitches it outside. And he has room. DeKylan tracking him down. DeKylan knocks him out. And as you mentioned earlier, we have to be disciplined and not get sucked in.
And DeKylan had to come from the other side of the field to come get it. He's playing the opposite side of where that play went. And we're going to have to stay at home on that outside out there in that 9 technique. You're going to have somebody there and not be sucked in on a fake. And then you've got that pitch man out there, too, that, you may have to have 2 guys out there.
Snap. And he is hit by Antoine Hobson. It was a crowd there. It was hard to tell from up here where the ball was. But Antoine with a good hit there. Small gain for Millington.
Justin, something I'm noticing, too, is that quarterback is riding that runner for a long distance before he decides to pull it or give it. That makes it hard to read and makes you more susceptible to getting caught up in a block or a trap or something like that as a defender.
Snap. Nobody there. He cuts it up the middle. He has room. And we've got to stop arm tackling. Still on his feet.
Luke Carter tries.
Still on his feet, and the problem there, he was touched by almost every single Cavalier, and every single Cavalier just wanted to arm tackle, and you cannot do that. You have to lay the lick.
They're going to have to form tackle. They're going to have to be aggressive in their attack. I hate to see that, but it shows he's elusive. I mean, he has the ability to really run, and from what I understand, that he is the weapon that they have.
He's 6'1", 205 is what he's listed at.
Great athlete.
Fumble. Picks it up, still has room to run, and turns it into a positive.
And they're leaning on him heavy right now to get into the end zone.
So he is down deep into Crockett County territory. 3 minutes, 50 seconds remaining, still in the first quarter. Snap. Handoff, and Gabe Dupree
Great
fights
stop.
off his block
Yeah,
there.
Great stop.
Fights off his block and has the strength to fight him and make the tackle. Great job by Gabe Dupree.
Cavaliers are facing a 3rd down and goal situation. Well, I take that back. It's not a 3rd and goal.
Yeah, it's barely.
Yeah.
Here we go. Crockett County's defense needs to step up huge right here. Approaching 3 minutes in the first quarter. Millington, 3rd down. Snap. Quarterback keeps. And let's see what they signal. And they signal touchdown, Millington. So that's going to bring your score, Millington 9, Crockett County 7, 2 minutes, 47 seconds remaining in the first quarter as Millington is set for the PAT.
Crockett County made them work for it. That one big explosive run by that quarterback was the difference maker there, and he's the one that ends up bringing it to the end zone for them.
Snap, kick, and it is good. It was a little wobbly, but he got it in there.
That'll bring your score 10-7, Millington, as the Cavaliers will take the field on kickoff return at this point. We've had some good returns tonight. We've almost broke a couple of runs already on returns. It'd be great to see that great run, great return again right here to get a lot of yardage. If not, take it to the house. But our special teams are going to be very important tonight, I can tell you.
You see on both drives for Millington, 2 scoring drives for Millington, but the difference in both drives were big plays.
Right.
We've given up big plays. We had them pinned deep on the 1 yard line, penalty on Millington, and then they have some big plays by the quarterback and completely changes their situation there.
Right.
Takes it 99 yards. They drive the ball 99 yards, but 2 big plays and 2 drives are the difference there.
Right. And we missed that opportunity to keep the momentum our way. The scales are more even now.
Deuce Greenhill is back, and they kick it to him. Able to run. Looks for a lane, has some room, turns it on, but is wrapped up quick. Brings it up to the 24-yard line. It was a great kick to pin him back deep to have to go get the ball, but a great return again. I mean,
right.
I'm perfectly fine with that return. Crockett County's offense comes back to the field. Looks like a tight package here. Demo in motion, snap, handoff. Demo looking for room, hit and taken down. Looks like for a loss. So it looks like they mark him back at the line of scrimmage. So looking for the play clock, 17. Have a little bit of time here. Snap, handoff, Greenhill looking for room, has nowhere to go.
I mean, he had nowhere to go right then. We've got to improve that.
So we'll bring up 3rd and 10 for Crockett County. After a huge explosive start for Crockett County, the offense has stalled. approaching a minute 15 here in the first quarter. Lambert, snap, looks to pass, nowhere to go, no blocking at all.
Way too many Millington Trojans coming through that line.
It's almost like they tried to set up a screen, but there was no blocking there at all. And it pushes, we said it earlier, when we put them down on the 1 yard line, now we're pinned back deep. We need another big punt from Gold here.
Yeah, Crockett County goes 3 and out on that drive. Ball will be turned over.
Snap, low snap. Gould gets it away, returned, and still on his feet looking for room, tackled in Crockett County territory, but it'll bring up great field position for Millington.
Yes, it does.
25 seconds remaining in the first, and Crockett County's defense really needs a stop here.
Yeah, this game changes dramatically if they don't make a stop, if they can't turn this ball back over to get offense back on the field.
Millington up to the line. Sends him in motion. Snap. Keeper pass wide open. And Millington will go up 16-7. Looking to go up 17-7, and Crockett County has been punched in the mouth here.
Yeah, that's not what Crockett County needed.
You'll probably hear us say it another million times, but we've got to stop getting sucked in. We've got to play our role. Snap, kick is up, and that'll bring your score 17-7 as Crockett County goes down here still in the first quarter. A lot of game left to play, but Crockett County's going to have to figure something out quick.
You are correct.
So, I mean, you look at not last week, but the week before against Haywood, we go up 14-0 quick. You know, we have all the momentum in the world. And that was just in the first quarter. Same thing here. You know, we're down 10 points, but a lot of ball game left. We just got to figure it out quick.
Right.
Antoine and Demo back deep.
Chase Michael to kick. Antoine Hobson, Demarie Pickens back deep from Crockett County.
And a little squib kick. And the ref may have threw the flag a little bit quick, but he's down there.
I think.
He's down there. I don't know what he saw, but the ball ends up going out of bounds. And going to give Crockett pretty good field position.
This has to be a scoring drive for Crockett County. Bottom line, you do not, with the way Millington's playing, with the explosiveness we've seen offensively and defensively, you're going to have to.
Kick goes out of bounds, 5-yard penalty on the Trojans, and we will re-kick.
They're going to
elect for the re-kick. Pushes them back a little bit, so we looked at that in a previous game. Not sure which one it was.
Haywood, I think.
And you can elect to take a 5-yard. Instead of taking the ball, you can elect to push them back a little bit
and kick it again.
Yep.
But you know, that squib kick comes out again, that gives them time to get down the field.
Right. Less of an opportunity to return it.
Yep.
Here we go. And that's a
He's going to boot
kick
that one.
to Antoine. Antoine looks to field it, picks it up, and
Face mask, if they'll call it.
and marks him
Hobson fields the kick.
about the 26, 27-yard line.
Out of bounds by 12, Curtis Allen.
And the
I don't think the refs were in the right spot to see that face mask there, but it was obvious from our viewpoint.
First and 10, Crockett from their own 27.
so Crockett County 1st and 10, 27-yard line. 8 seconds in the first. Themo in motion. Lambert, keeper, looks to run, has a little bit of room, still on his feet, falls forward to about the 41. They're going to mark him about the 41-yard line. Great gain by Grayson Lambert as the first quarter comes to an end.
That was a really good read by Grayson there to elect to pull that ball. He had the option to hand it. Had he handed it, there was a host of Trojans on that end, and he had a mile there for just a second to get a few yards. Great job. We see a lot of good decision making by Lambert.
Yeah, very good run there. Positive yardage, something in the past few drives that we've not been able to get anything going. Maybe that will stimulate a little bit for our offense, allow a little bit of momentum here.
I think it's crucial right here. I said it earlier. This is a drive you have to score on.
Yes.
And I don't think it can be a field goal. I think you have to put 6 on the board. I'm hoping that we see more plays executed as well as the one we just saw in this drive. So right now your score is Millington 17, Crockett County 7 as we start the second quarter of play in the first round of the TSSAA playoffs.
Trojan football would like to recognize Bill and Letha Mulder. They made a donation to Trojan football in honor of Tommy Clifton this week, as well as Barry and Ramona Frost.
Crockett County's offense comes back out to start the second quarter. Marion Hobson out wide. Walker in the tight end position. Demo in motion, snap, fakes it. Lambert, keeper, still on his feet, and another first down for Lambert. Another good run.
And you're seeing a little bit of that midline that we saw, kind of a hint of that midline we saw when Luke Pratt was controlling the offense a few years ago, where he had a lot of success pulling that ball and running it.
Going a little quick here, and we get them to jump.
Yep.
And that's the thing about that up tempo. If you go and you're gaining momentum there, and you catch them off guard.
Right. And, there's two sides to up-tempo. I'm an avid Tennessee fan, and one thing I love about Josh Heupel is that up-tempo, but the downside to that is the inability to sub. We've been able to capitalize on our depth this year many times, and it's helped us.
Snap. Quick pass. Demo looks to get to the sideline, has a little room, cuts it up. Still on his feet, tackled forward. Another first down for Crockett County.
And if you notice, after he received that ball and he cut it back up, backward, that was designed that way to do that, so he could get to that sideline and get that block on the outside to give him a little bit extra yardage. Great execution there.
Going quick, trying to get the chains set. Snap. Handoff. Greenhill looks to run, has room, still on his feet, cuts it back. Oh, tripped up as he picks up a first down, but great vision there.
Yeah, great drive so far by Crockett County. Way to turn it around and trying to get the play call in.
11 minutes here in the second as Crockett's trying to get the play in.
Crockett County slowing things down just a bit. Play clock at 17. Got plenty of time to get the ball off.
Demo in motion, snap. They're going to get us. We jumped there.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, false start on Crockett County.
So we see the quick was working, quick, and then we tried to slow it down, and then we get a 5-yarder there. It's not ideal. I kind of hope it's not a drive killer.
Right.
First down, 15 for Crockett County in Millington territory. Hard
They
count,
jump.
and we get some back.
Offside, Millington, 5-yard penalty.
And this is the first time all season we've had this kind of success with that hard count. We've tried it many times, and it's a part of our offense. Is that we several years now we've used a hard count and but it puts us back where we were. Good call.
Get a little help there, put us back. Snap, handoff, Greenhill
He's still driving.
gets a little bit of a push. Great gain there.
Greenhill on the carry.
So clock is just under 10 minutes here in the second quarter. 17-7. Millington is up. Crockett County threatening.
Second and about 6 yards to go. Crockett County looking to make this a two-point ball game.
Snap. Demo out wide. Demo touchdown Crockett County.
Great execution there by the Crockett County offense. Good, well-designed play that was executed just like it should be. They needed that bad.
Bring your score. Millington 17, Crockett County 13. 9 minutes 32 seconds here in the second as Hurst attempts the PAT.
Very important for Hurst to be on his game tonight. You don't want that to go wrong.
Snap, hold, kick, and it is good. Brings your score, Crockett County 14, Millington 17. Huge drive for Crockett County.
Big drive. We're going to take just a short break, and we'll be back with you in just a few minutes. Back with you as Crockett County is set to kick it off.
You know, like we talked about earlier, when that kicker drilled that field goal, it's going to be a huge weapon for Millington. Hurst set to kick it off. Boots it to the right side of the field, where Millington runs under it, fumbles,
so
and
close.
Millington's going to fall on it.
Just barely. That would have been a huge break for Crockett County.
It took a good bounce there. It bounced and kind of died. As he was going to get under it, it died on him. 21-yard line is where Millington will take over. Crockett County's defense looking to get a stop here and avoid the big plays they've been giving up. Quarterback, he's very, very talented and has absolutely killed the Cavaliers tonight. Snap. keep, and he's
Man,
still on his feet.
He's elusive, man. He can make those last-minute cuts where, when we're going in for the tackle, and he just totally makes them miss.
Yep.
McCoy Q on the keeper. Brought down at the 28-yard line. 7-yard gain on the play. Second down 3.
And, so far, Millington's being kind of slow and methodical. They've not been playing any kind of hurry-up, taking their time with their drives. A lot of subs in and out.
Snap. Handoff. Stuffed in the middle there. Going to bring up third down for Millington.
This is a big play for Crockett County right here.
8 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the second quarter, as Crockett County forces a Millington third down in Millington territory. 3rd and 3. Tries to get Crockett to jump.
A little bit of movement by Crockett, but they didn't cross the line.
Snap. Looks to run, and
I think he's going to be short. I think he rolled a little bit after he was actually down.
Yeah, let's see where they put him. If they give it to him or mark him a little short.
Right now, he's going to be short.
We're going to get a measurement here.
Q over the left side.
I really think he's short there.
Brought down near the 31. Timeout.
It's a hard angle for us.
If you take account where his knees hit, I think he's significantly short. But I don't know that we got a great spot there. But as we said earlier, we're not
Stretch the
we're
chain.
not down there.
Let's see what they say. They're going to say fourth down.
Fourth down.
It's it's an inch.
Yeah. Crockett County can
Well,
probably expect.
let's see. What's
They're bringing it further down the field on the hash to measure.
can't really see.
Yeah, I'm going to say they're going to keep it fourth down. Crockett County can almost guarantee where the ball is going and who it's coming from.
Absolutely.
Right here. They're going to use that weapon to get this. They absolutely do not want to turn the ball over on downs right here. Big play for both teams.
Crockett County needs to remain disciplined here.
Jake Knox is keyed in on that quarterback. His eyes are following
Snap.
him.
And he's going to get it, I
think
believe.
he's going to barely get it. But still, when you're that short, it's going to be hard not to stop it, them from getting it. But great pursuit by the Cavaliers there.
32. It's a Trojan first down.
I have to give it to Crockett County there.
Yeah, great
Yeah,
defense.
I mean, great defense. The odds are kind of against you when it's 4th and inches.
Snap. Quarterback still has it, pitches it out. And DeKylan chases him down, but there was nobody there on your right side.
That pitch guy, they're going to have somebody that's going to be assigned to him. Because you take that quarterback as elusive he is, you've got to focus on him. But if you add that weapon of him, if he's stalled, he can pitch it out there. You've got to have somebody that can cover that person. That's pretty dangerous.
We got
offense.
a flag on the play. I can't see a signal. I didn't see the signal.
I didn't either.
The camera was focused in on.
The white cow.
Yeah.
Penalty from the spot of the foul. It will be first down and 7 from the 35.
So they'll replay the down.
My attention was focused down the field.
Yeah, I didn't see the flag. I didn't see it
I
on
didn't
the
either.
ground.
And then it's marked off from there.
Snap. Keep, and he's going to be tackled pretty quickly.
And, if you notice right then, DeKylan stood his ground there in that 9 technique, maybe 7 technique there on this side, and they got a good push on DeKylan. That says a lot about their physicality, I think, as they're bringing it.
Yeah, he's big, and you look how big he is, and you look at some of the guys on Millington, and they've got a lot of size too.
They do.
Hard count. Play clock down to 2-1, and I don't think they're going to.
I think they're going to catch the delay of game there.
Yep. They've been pressed up against that clock several times.
Yeah, they are taking their time on getting a play off. I would agree with that call. It was delayed. Very close, but I think it was delayed. And again, you go back to what you and I were saying earlier. Mental mistakes are going to play a huge issue in this game.
And they didn't even
get them
call
for that. They called it for a legal procedure. I didn't. Oh, okay, I'm confused on that one. But it's in Crockett County's favor.
They were pressed on both. The
Right.
play clock was at 0.
Yeah.
Here we go. 6 minutes in the second quarter remaining. Snap. Drops back, looks to pass. Has a man. And he's going to go in for a Millington touchdown. And that's another big play given up by the Crockett County defense.
Big player there. And I saw him when he left the receiver when he left the right line of scrimmage. His jets were on. He knew where he was going. He knew where the ball was going to be, and you can tell that's a play they've practiced a lot.
5 minutes 46 remaining in the second quarter. Millington 23, Crockett County 14, as Millington set for the PAT. Snap, kick. Bring your score 24, Millington 14, Crockett County. And Crockett County responded with a touchdown, but Millington comes back and scores as well. And Crockett County's defense is going to have to make adjustments to eliminate the big plays. Big plays in every single drive so far. So let's see if our coaches can come up with something. And here's the kick. And it goes out of bounds. Push him back 5 yards.
I think Ward really wants that opportunity to get that return. I think we've seen some success in our returns, like we were talking about earlier, and I think he really wants that opportunity. Can't really blame him in this circumstance.
Definitely need a big play here, and if they give them the opportunity to return it.
And I don't think they're going to directly kick
Right.
to our returners, they're going to try to make that ball go out of bounds, I think.
Deuce Greenhill and Demo Pickens back deep. Both of these are very dangerous, and both of them have the ability to run one back. So, not sure what we're waiting on. A ball, I guess.
Yeah, guess so. You know, I predict we might see that squib kick here again. They're going to try their best to keep that ball from getting returned.
Millington puts it deep, kicks it to Greenhill, opportunity to return it. And no blocking as Greenhill is hit hard.
There might be a turnover here. No.
Greenhill is hit immediately. You know, in my opinion, when you have a kicker, and this guy's pretty talented.
He's a talented kicker.
When he can hang that ball up and give them an opportunity, 5 yards it just gives him more room to put it up.
And that was the key to that right there, is him being able to get that hang time on that ball.
Yep.
Good strategy, I think, by Millington doing that, because you do have those two dangerous returners.
Lambert, snap, quick pass. Demo tries to run before he catches it.
Bobbles it. And was hit pretty quickly after that. Lambert had to get that ball off fast, too. He didn't have the accuracy that he would typically have there.
5 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in the second quarter as Crockett County's offense looks to get something going. Snap. And he is hit immediately as if the line touched nobody.
And that's the same offense we saw a couple of possessions ago. If we're not careful right here, we're going to have another quick 4 and out. We've got to see positive yard. We got to get a first down, bottom line.
4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Snap. Lambert looks to pass. Throws it up to Antoine. Antoine runs right under it and drops it. That would have been a Crockett County touchdown. Great ball by Grayson Lambert.
Great placement. I mean, it was right there in his hand. He bobbles it, and it falls out of his hands.
Beautiful ball by Grayson Lambert.
And that's going to bring 4th down and punt as the punt team comes on the field. We really didn't need to turn that ball over at this point in the ball game.
I would have liked to see that play earlier.
Yeah, we haven't seen that long try yet. That was really the first one we've seen, and we've had success with that long ball.
Gould set to punt. Low snap again. Good punt. He's having to really go get it. Fumble, and he makes a move, and he's wrapped up out of bounds.
3 missed tackles before he hits it out of bounds.
Making it very difficult on him to punt that ball when they're really low like that, but he's doing a great job to get it off and put a good ball up. I'd like to see, just like he had the time to put it on the 1, I'd like to see him have that time.
Yeah, me too.
Because he can really punt it.
If we can just bring that snap up, he gains a lot of time just from that snap coming straight to him.
Yep. Crockett County's defense faced with another difficult task here as Millington starts in Crockett County territory. You have to make a play. You have to get a turnover.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's the
play clock approaching 5 seconds.
And
we're going to get a timeout by Millington.
During this timeout, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with you. back with you. Crockett County defense faced with a big defensive task here. They've got to keep Millington out of that end zone. They need to turn the ball over, get offense back on the field. And time's running
Snap,
thin.
low snap, bobble. Gabe Dupree runs right at him. Lambert tries to clean it up, but then you have a host of Cavaliers come in.
That was a gift to the Crockett County defense right there. It gets them back in their territory, and barely in their territory, but that does give us some advantage now. They've got a longer way to go to get that first down. We have to take advantage of this, of that mess up.
Under 3 minutes, 30 seconds here in the second quarter. Millington, 2nd and a mile. Sends in motion, snap, and hit hard.
I think that may be the best pursuit we've had on him tonight.
For sure.
We stopped that gap up. He had nowhere to go. We had people on the outside staying at home. We had on the other side, had he cut it back, we had defenders ready for him to cut it back. That's the discipline you're going to have with this very elusive runner.
Millington kind of taking their time here as the clock just went under 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Third down, 18 for Millington. Crockett County needs to avoid giving up a big play right here.
Absolutely.
Snap. Quarterback keeps, and he's hit immediately.
Another great defensive play. I mean, that's the same play that they've had huge yardage on us built up to this point.
Coach Ward jumps out there quick and gets a timeout. 2 minutes, 24 seconds remaining here in the second as it pushes Millington to a 4th 18. So Crockett County is going to get an opportunity here, and you got to make something happen. Down 24-14 with Millington getting the ball after halftime. You really need a score here. No field goal. We need a touchdown.
That's right. Justin, we're here at the final weeks of football. We have basketball approaching. I know that you've had some conversations with our basketball. What's that lining up to look like?
You know, our coach is a very good coach.
No, he's a West Tennessee legend.
He's come in, and I think he has really – I think he's going to really have our program going in the right direction. I know we have a ton of talent. It's just a matter of, at the end of the day, going out and using it. It's
right.
not going to be a lack of coaching because we have a very good coach.
Absolutely. You're right by that.
Snap, high snap, punts it away, and it takes a turn back to almost – I think they're going to put it down at about the 29.
Yeah, 29, 28, 20, 29.
So Crockett County is going to take it over in their territory at the 29-yard line. 2 minutes, 14 remaining here. 24 Millington, 14 Crockett County. And the defense was helped out there with a bad snap, but then the pursuit afterwards was fantastic.
Great defensive series there. We just have to capitalize on that series.
Hobson in motion. Hobson gets it, looks for room, has blocks. And
he's just having to take it so wide before he can cut up field. We're going to have to give him the ability to cut it, but way before the sideline.
Right.
I think if he can cut it upfield and turn those Jets on like he can, he's off to the races.
Snap, looks to pass. Good move to get out of there. And he has nowhere to go. Great move to avoid the sack, but nowhere to go. Nowhere to throw it.
It keeps us not a huge loss there as far as, we're 3rd and 10. We have a chance to make the first down here. His passing ability has been there tonight.
Snap, looks to throw, throws quick, and He catches the ball, but he catches it on a knee. So
yeah, they're going to call it dead right there on his knee.
Preston Lambert there with the reception as the clock ticks to about a minute remaining here in the second. It's going to bring up.
It looks like Coach Ward's going to elect to keep the offense on the field right now. And then he's going to call a timeout. So, Justin, more about the basketball team. We brought in a great coach. Like we've said, I think he's a West Tennessee legend. I think he's brought many teams through the playoffs, to the postseason for the basketball. And like you said earlier, I think it's identified that we do have a lot of talent there on that basketball team.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You have a big kid like Lane Simmons who's really put in a lot of work to get better, and he's got a ton of talent. The team is just loaded with talent, and the talent and the coaching, and this is his first year coming in.
Right.
So you take over and you try to instill what you want as a coach and what you want in your team. And if you can get that quick, I know the season's coming, but if he can have his team buying into his system, buying into what he's coaching, we have a good shot.
And I'm going to say, he's one of these guys, he's a veteran in what he's doing. I think he understands culture and how to implement culture.
Right.
So I imagine he's made some leaps and bounds in that already and getting those kids to buy into him. Crockett County punt team on the field. Coach Ward elects to punt the ball away.
And they fake it. Hobson, and he slips down. Has room, and he slips down on the fake.
It was there. He had a lane, every bit of a opportunity to make the first down there. Gutsy, aggressive play call there. And it really, honestly, it could have worked had he not slipped. That's the thing about turf is your feet aren't going to dig into that grass like it does that turf.
So you give Millington great field position, 53 seconds remaining. Snap, handoff, and he's hit. Great job by the Cavaliers.
That'll keep that clock rolling unless the timeout's called. I'm not sure how many timeouts Millington has left.
I don't think they have any. I can't really. Yeah, I don't think they have any.
It's likely they're going to watch this clock roll. Well, they've got one. They called it.
Yep, they did have one left.
So it's going to stop your clock at what, Justin?
29 seconds. I can't see through this little smudge there. Yeah, 29 seconds.
So you get 29 seconds. It takes about 7 seconds to get a play off. Second down and about 12. I think Crockett County defense has to be alert. They have plenty of time to get in that end zone. I mean, right now we're on about the 38-yard line. They're on the 38-yard line.
In that situation, Millington took a few seconds before they called that timeout.
Yeah.
Not sure if the ref just didn't give it to them when they asked for it, or if they thought they may have seen something they could expose.
I think so, and they
snap, looks to pass, passes it, and almost picked off by Dupree.
Great job there by Gabe to knock that ball down. He had his hands on it and just slung it.
Yeah, good defensive play by the wide receiver there as he knocks it out of Dupree's hands. 25 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Third down and 11 for Millington.
Despite the time on the clock, this is a big play.
Yes.
Quarterback having a little trouble getting the play call in there.
Snap, rolls out, looks to pass, and he throws it out of bounds 20 seconds remaining. Bring up 4th down for Millington. So it looks like it was a little bit confusion.
Yeah, I don't think they really knew what routes they were running, and the quarterback had to kind of watch his receivers and found that guy outside,
But I mean,
he didn't know where to break at.
a good decision.
Yeah,
Throw it to where only your man can get it if he can get it.
right. He's been a great passer tonight too, and he's made some incredible passes. He's definitely a weapon.
So Millington going to stay out there. Snap, rolls out, looks to pass, and Antoine drops another interception.
That was the same exact play call.
Oh man, if Antoine picks that off, he might be off to the races.
It was a huge amount of green right there. And we've had so many close interceptions tonight, so many close receptions tonight that would have been game changers. We're having trouble bringing the ball in those situations.
So 15 seconds remaining in the second, and Crockett County sends their offense back out. Tight package. Greenhill snap, rolls out, has room, and turned the Jets on and hit hard.
Did he take it out of bounds?
They're saying Crockett County timeout, but there was none on the board left for him.
Well, if he took it out of bounds, I feel like he did.
Well, it looks like they give him a timeout. and according to the board, they didn't have any left, but
maybe the Whitecap has a different number.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think back on how many timeouts we've called. I can remember 2.
I think their coaches are kind of worried about getting. I don't know if they're saying we don't have any timeouts, if they're arguing the time on the clock. I'm not sure. I think everybody's pretty confused at this point. But if the refs have it as us having a timeout, then
that's why they have it.
Yep. So 10 seconds remaining here in the second.
Crockett County has an opportunity here. They have time to maybe get 2 plays off.
Snap. Lambert steps back, throws one up, has his brother, and his brother.
He's out of timeouts. I don't know if it's complete.
I don't know if they're going to give him interception. I thought Preston come down with that ball, but
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
They're not. So the refs aren't really using hand signals.
I mean, Crockett's offense is staying out there. Millington's going into the locker room. There's
referees are still on the field.
A ton of confusion.
I'm not sure what's going on. Whitecap is still on the field. Jared Shelton over there on the sidelines telling our guys, hold up. So if they're calling it an incomplete pass, that stops the clock.
So they're going to run this clock out, and they're going to say end of the half. Crockett County goes in down 24-14, and Millington will have the ball back when we return from halftime.
Coach Ward still conversating there with the Whitecap. I'm real confused as to what just took place there. And
there's no timeouts left for us on the board. They give us a timeout. No signal on that play. Was it incomplete? Was it an interception? Did we come down with it? So
I don't even know how you can keep proper stats with lack of communication that was going on there. I'm pretty confused. That brings us to halftime. It brings your score: Millington 24 and Crockett County 14. 10-point ball game. A lot of football left to play here in the first round of the TSSAA playoffs. During halftime, we are going to take a short break. We appreciate you staying with us, and we'll be back with you in a few. And we're back with you. Appreciate you staying with us, tuning back in with us after halftime. Crockett County will be the kicking team as they come on the field, giving the Millington Trojans the ball to start the second half. We're at a 10-point spread with Millington in the lead. Crockett County has a lot of defensive responsibility on them right now. The defense has got to play well, keep them out of the end zone, and give the offense opportunity to get back on the field. That's going to be the key for the second half. We've got to play better, we've got to tackle better, and we've got to execute better, Justin.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Our defense towards the end started playing, a lot of good pursuit on the ball. They were getting in the backfield. They were helped with a botched snap. But let's see if they can build on that as we start the second half. Hurst boots it away. High kick. Returnable. He has a little room, and Grayson hits him, but he bounces off. There's a flag on the play. I don't know what they're going to call it.
Grayson took a pretty hard hit there.
Brought down at the 45. There is a flag on the play.
I did not see a penalty from my view.
I didn't either.
Holding Millington.
So that's going to be a holding call on Millington, it appears, as it'll back them up. Several penalties by Millington tonight, yet they are leading in the ball game. And that just shows we're not capitalizing on those mental mistakes that they're making.
Penalty from the spot of the foul. Trojans will have it. 1st and 10.
So a good return is wiped out for Millington. Snap. Handoff. Looks to cut it up, and he's met by several Cavaliers.
Millington running that ball hard, and our linebackers and our DBs are really having to come in and lay some licks to bring them down, and they're having to get low.
Our DBs have been in on a lot of tackles this year. Ready for the snap. Snaps the ball, looks to pass outside. Has a man where he's hit. Greenhill. Oh. And Greenhill gives him a tiny shove, and they get a penalty flag on him. You got to be a little bit disciplined there, but come on, that was not much.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that call, but they are the officials.
So our
stop right there, taken.
Personal foul, late hit, Crockett County.
That's a it's questionable, but they call it, and so they call it, and you got to say you got to be a little bit more disciplined on that play.
Yeah, and it comes down to you can't even give them the opportunity to throw that flag. It's a physical ball game, it's an emotional ball game, but you got to be disciplined.
Snap, looks to run, and has some room. Hit by Hobson.
Grabs a leg to bring him down.
Big gain. And as we said, Crockett County's defense cannot give up a touchdown here.
They cannot. You got a 10-point spread as it is. You go to a 17-point spread. That's big to make up against a good Millington football team.
Snap, high snap. Still gets the opportunity to hand it off, and Jake knocks in there.
All over it. Jake's played a pretty good ball game tonight. He's playing in that middle position. Not much going on in the middle. Most of them is outside the tackles.
3rd down and 5 for Millington. Clock approaching 10 minutes in the 3rd quarter here. Crockett County's looking for a big stop.
Millington struggled with the play in a little bit there.
Snap. Looks to run outside, has room.
And that's that gap. I mean, that's that gap that he continues to hit that we're going to, I mean, he had a wide open opportunity there. So it's not just the fact that, it's not taking anything away from that quarterback. He's a great runner. However, when the hole opens up for you, it don't take a whole lot of effort.
Right.
So we've got to do a better job of plugging those holes.
Snap. Looks to run again.
Same play the opposite side.
Antoine hits him. And, you got to, at some point, you have to start making those adjustments. It's almost like they went and watched Haywood film without the guard pulling, because this quarterback is just straight up.
He's just straight up picking a hole and going.
Snap, run
Go.
left, snap, run right. And then he pulls up, has a great arm.
Yep.
When you start lulling our defense to sleep. Snap. And the running backs hit Dupree and Knox in there on the tackle.
I'm really surprised he gave that ball.
He had a lot of room out there.
Had he pulled that ball, he had a lot of green.
With a pitch option as well.
With the pitch man outside, you are correct. But we had nobody out there.
Exactly. Approaching 8 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Snap. Looks to run. Has the same hole.
And if you'll watch that play right there, what he does is he makes it appear, well, I'm taking this wide, and then he makes that cut inside. I mean, C gap there, and he plows from there.
Millington threatening to score. I think the referee just gave us a sideline warning, pushed us back a little bit. Snap. Runs to the opposite side. Lyman makes a little bit of
fighting for the football, it appears.
Finally is able to penetrate into the backfield. And they're at the bottom of the pile fighting for the ball.
Not sure why the referees weren't breaking that up better than they did then. Just then, they were letting Millington players pick it apart rather than them get in there and get involved. I'm not sure.
2nd down for Millington. 2nd, 7. Snap. Keeps, looks for the pitch, has the pitch, and he's hit quick. Greenhill and Lambert there. Great pursuit there by Preston, and good cleanup by Deuce. Pushes Millington back. Clock closing in on 6 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and long for Millington. Crockett needs to avoid giving up a big play here. Sends in motion, snap. Looks to pass. And there's going to be a penalty flag as he's hit early.
He hit that he thought about it before he pulled it.
And now you see Crockett come out in the 2nd half and have a few huge penalties. personal foul out of bounds, now a pass interference to keep this drive alive.
I really wish we had our replay working tonight to go back and see that.
Pass interference. Pass interference. Crockett County. No, but it's supposed to be 15. But it's half the distance. Typically, it's half the distance. The ball will be placed at the 8. It's third down.
So it was half the distance. Still remains a third down. Snap, looks to run. DeKylan with heavy pursuit, but he got out of there, and it's going to be close.
Yeah, it is supposed to be real close.
Looks like we have a Cavalier down.
McCoy Pugh on the carry down to the 4-yard line. Will be fourth down 2.
Not sure who that is, Justin.
I've not seen a number yet.
It's just because they've never done that in high school.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
So still waiting on Crockett County's player to get up. Looks like he's setting up now, about to get up.
He is standing up on his own and walking on his own. Always a good sign there.
So fourth down here for Millington. And they've eat up a lot of this clock here.
Yes, they have.
They're going to keep their offense out as they're 4th and 2.
And you can just about guarantee where the ball's going.
Sends in motion. I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yep, timeout for Millington.
Timeout. Millington.
And while we're in a timeout, we're going to take a short break. Stay with us. And we're back with you. Millington elects to leave the offense on the field.
Sends in motion, snap, quarterback runs, has room, hit, and he's going to get a touchdown. We'll see. I think they're going to mark him short of the touchdown, but
So far, they're marking him short, yeah.
but it's a first down
So
either way.
He's got a first and goal,
Yeah.
and I'm talking less than a yard to go, it looks like. And it's going to be hard to contain their running ability with that short of a distance.
Yeah. You got to hope for a bad snap.
Yeah, you do. A mental mistake, something like that. and I don't foresee them running inside the
Snap.
tackles.
High snap, still able to get out there, and that'll be a Millington touchdown. Brings the score. Millington 30, Crockett County 14. 5 minutes remaining in the third as Millington chewed up a ton of that clock.
They did, and one thing that our guys are going to have to do if they want to pull ahead in this ball game and turn it around is coaching only goes so far. That instance, they should have known exactly where the ball was going. They haven't ran A gap, they haven't ran B gap. They know the gaps it's going. They got to protect those gaps, and it was not protected at all.
You're running pretty much the same plays: snap, kick. And they give it to him. It's 31-14.
I mean, essentially, they've got 6 running plays. And we've seen a few pass plays, and successful pass plays at that, but that's not their tendency. Their tendency is to rely on that quarterback, his athleticism, and to give him that ability to pitch it or give it if he needs to. But primarily, they're focused on him running the ball.
I go back to the Haywood game. So, number 3 on Haywood, they're running a similar type here where 33 had the option to hand off, but 3 kept the ball up. And he kept the ball, and he would snap and he'd run right, and he'd snap and he'd run left.
Mm-hmm.
I give our defense a little bit benefit of the doubt because he wasn't their primary quarterback the whole game. Here, number 8 has been running the whole game, the same plays. At some point, you have to make that adjustment as a linebacker or whoever.
And you have to know who you're up against. Your man, you have to know what their tendencies are and learn to adapt to what they're going to do.
Antoine looks to run and has nowhere to go, no blocking. So we see our first few returns with excellent
and the
returns.
Shut down.
And now, we're not getting very much. So Crockett County is struggling a little bit here. And right now, need a quick touchdown. Need a quick touchdown. Need a score here quick. And
need a big play. You need a big explosive play right here. No mistakes.
Sends Deuce out wide. Quick out to him. Deuce catches it. Looks to run. Turns on the Jets. Makes a move. Still on his feet. Tripped up a little bit. Brings it into Crockett County. Brings it into Millington territory. That's what you need. You got to go right now. You got to go.
You've got to get in that rhythm right now that you're in. You've got to keep that momentum going. Great execution there. Great run.
Lambert sends Demo in motion, keeps it hit hard, and Millington player looks to be shaken up.
And I think shaken up by our quarterback because he ran.
Grabbing at his shoulder, trying to get a sub. Crockett needs to go right here.
Snap the ball. And Millington's player lays down to prevent that from being a
So you have
penalty.
to know your situation there. Our coaches are telling him, come on, come on, come on.
Situational awareness is huge in this type of ball game, and I'm just going to go out and say that probably that coach probably signaled him to hit the ground.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, he was coming off the ground fine on his own, but the coach knew that penalty was coming if something didn't happen.
There's no doubt that this kid was shaken up.
Yeah, he was shaken up for sure.
But you'd like to see, he's coming off the field under his own power, and then he just drops.
Running off the field. So,
come on.
Yeah, that's definite. There was a little bit facetious there, but.
So here we go. Crockett County back to the ball. Snap. Quick out. Has his man still on his feet. Crosses the 30. Antoine Hobson, great catch and great run after But you got to get going.
I
You got to get going.
want to see these our guys get back to the line of scrimmage and reset
Right.
quickly. I mean, that reset so you can get the play in.
Demo in motion, snap, hand off Demo. Demo looking to turn it up, has nowhere, but gets to the outside, tackled out of bounds. He made something out of that.
Yeah, there wasn't much there to make, but he managed to create it. That's going to bring us to second down in about 2.
3 minutes, 43 seconds remaining in the third quarter as Crockett County is driving the football. Play call is in. Deuce in motion, snap. Quick out to him, turns it up, and nothing doing there.
But you see the effect that we're having on if we change the speed of the game.
Right.
I think if you look from the first snap till now, every time we've sped up the game, we've had success. As we slow it back down, we start getting those negative plays. But our guys are going to have to be very intentional on getting back to the line of scrimmage and resetting.
Snap, rolls out right, looks to pass, has a man, and he overshoots him. He was wide open.
Yes, he was.
Fourth down and 4 here for Crockett County. And, you know, I go back to what you just said. When we're going up tempo, when we're going in a rhythm, our offense flows a lot better. We slow down. Everything's out of whack.
It might just be that we're getting gassed. I don't know what it is, but I think it goes back to the reset.
Hard count for Lambert. Millington stays on their side. Hard count again.
Play clock at 19 seconds. We're doing pretty good there.
Snap, looks to pass, has Antoine. Great route, still on his feet.
He's going to get it.
Great route by Antoine as he picks up the first down. But you got to get up and you got to get going here.
You got to reset. Great route, great throw, and just overall toughness right there on that play.
Antoine's made some good catches here in the second half. Demo in motion, snap, fakes the handoff, looks to pass, throws it up, and Greenhill looks to run under it. Incomplete pass. It's actually smart by Greenhill there.
Yeah, I kind of like the outcome of that play better than the alternative. I mean,
he actually ran underneath the defender almost as if he was going for the ball, but I know
he knew it was.
Yeah, it was either the defender was going to catch it or nobody.
And that was good situational awareness there.
So here we go, second down, 2 minutes 38 remaining in the third. Demo in motion, snap, fakes the handoff, looks to throw, throws it to Willie, and Willie's not paying attention.
Yeah, I don't know if Willie knew. And so he was under a lot of pressure. I don't know if that play is designed to release the ball that quickly. Where Willie was in his route, but he's going to have to in the corner of his eye. He's got to be paying attention to where Lambert is and what he's doing.
So
especially on those slants like that.
Right, brings up a third down and 10. Snap, looks to pass, and we got a flag on the play.
The offsides on Millington, it appears. That will be a huge event in our favor.
Offsides, Millington, 5-yard penalty, moves the ball to the 13.
And I think it comes down, they're lining up offsides. They've had several of those penalties. So as soon as we snap the ball, they're blowing that whistle.
Crockett County looks to have brought on a heavy package here as they bring DK in to run the ball. Fitzhugh in as a fullback. And a tight package as Lambert goes under center. Snap. DK looks to run, has some room, still on his feet, and that is that's a touchdown.
Yeah.
DeKylan Woods with a strong run, and there's a flag on the play.
First touch of the night, I think.
The first touch in a while. Flag on the play after the play.
Right.
Crockett County's going to score 31-20.
I think there may have been a little bit of extracurricular going on there in that.
And in that far corner, it's not sure what's going on. Either way, what a run by DeKylan.
Yeah, just a powerful run. I think he improves too. He had a fumble against Haywood there around the 6-yard line 2 weeks ago, but then immediately came back with the very next play and scored on it. He's a young football player with a lot of football ahead of him, and he continues to learn, I think, game to game and pick up that experience. And that was a very, very impressive play there.
So the penalty is going to be assessed on the kickoff.
On Millington. They will assess that penalty on the kickoff.
Hurst set to kick the extra point here, and our offense responds.
We're having some confusion with somebody not on the field. Play clock at 20. We're doing pretty good.
We scored pretty quick there. Snap, kick, and it's good. We talked about the Haywood game where there was a couple problems in the hold, and right there he pretty much had to kick it. I mean, it wasn't a set hold. He didn't have that hold down.
Right.
It's not ideal for a kicker to kick a ball like that.
No, it's not. And somehow he was able to bring that in through the uprights. This is a huge spot in the ball game. Perhaps a determining part of the ball game. We come off a score. We lessen that spread a little bit, and now Crockett County's defense has to play good football right here. Furthermore, our kickoff team has to play good football here.
Yeah, our defense has to come out with a stop. As you see, field position here, penalty after the touchdown was assessed here. So Hurst gets to kick it off from the 45-yard line.
That gives us an advantage there. And Hurst has been pretty good at putting that football in the end zone if he needs to.
And an onside kick here let's see, the ball's jumping around.
We don't know. It looks like
and
Crockett
it looks
got
like Crockett County has.
If this comes out as a Crockett County ball, and I think it does, I think this is a Crockett County football here.
Let's see what they call. They're discussing
All
it.
signs indicate that
It's
so
close.
far.
It's close.
Man, that was
I don't know if they're going to. It was right at that 10.
It was right at the 10-yard mark.
It was close.
So we're good there. It's just who came up with the football is the question here, I think.
I don't know. I'm wondering if they're not allowing, if they're saying it didn't get to the 10-yard line before we touched it.
I feel like it did.
Yeah, I
really wish we had our replay equipment here, but it's hard to do it on an away game.
Crockett County football.
Crockett County gets the football, and what
Crockett
a
County
huge,
football.
Gutsy call against an athletic football team so far that's been making plays tonight. Millington arguing that it did not go 10 yards. but offense is coming on the field, and this is something that they have to make something out of right here.
So Crockett County looks to take the ball starting in Millington territory with 2 minutes 19 remaining in the third. A score here is huge.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
They're still discussing this. I'm not sure. You know, you signal it one way and now you go back to discussing. Here we go. Crockett County's ball. Crockett County up to the line. DK still in the backfield. Heavy package again. Snap. And let's see what's going on. What I don't understand what happened there.
I have no
The
idea.
play, they marked it ready for play, and then they blow the whistle. I don't understand what's going on.
There's no signals being, given to press box.
Heavy package. Lambert, handoff to Kylan. DeKylan looks to bounce up the middle, gains a few. DeKylan made a good bounce cut there.
DK Woods on the carry. Cam Pernier on the stop.
So now
2 yards to the 32.
you go back. They're still in heavy package. Have Greenhill back in the game at running back. Preston Lambert lined up tight end position. Snap, handoff. Greenhill looks for room.
Hold on to that
Spins.
ball.
Yep. Gains a few. It's going to bring us to a quick third down. Minute 35 remaining here in the third quarter.
Very important conversion here. You have to convert on third down.
So this is huge here.
I mean, you're right here. Fourth quarter fixing to start. 10-point spread, 31-21. Minute 17 on the clock.
Lambert under center. Snap. Pitches it out to Greenhill. Greenhill looking to run, and he's tackled. Great pursuit.
He slung.
Great pursuit there by Millington.
Greenhill on the carry. Garrett Ringer.
He had room, and that young man made up a lot of ground on him.
Yes, he did. Coach Ward unhappy about something there. Again, we can't see that sideline very well. Hard to know what Coach Ward's
The
looking
clock
for.
the clock is running, so we gotta do something here. 38 seconds remaining in the third as Millington trainer running over to their sideline. It's going to be a fourth down, about 4 when they get the stick right.
I think you're right.
Our sideline is going
Ballistic.
unsure what's going on, but
Coach Ward's standing over there with his hands just held out. I mean,
our crowd is not happy about something.
I have no idea what the issue is.
I have no clue. Millington player getting up. That's one of their main players.
Yeah, I hate to see that for him. He is on his own feet.
He is not bending that ankle.
No, he's not. He's walking, but really easy on that, putting weight on it and being assisted there by a trainer. Hopefully he's not hurt too badly, and because I'm sure he with his athleticism, I'm sure he's a multi-sport athlete. You got basketball coming up, baseball coming up, things like that he's probably a part of. You want him to, regardless of what the outcome tonight is, you want to see that young man continue to be able to play.
Offense stays on the field here.
We've been pretty aggressive with that tonight on keeping the offense on the field. We've had some luck out of it. We've came short a few times.
See if they do a hard count, try to draw them off.
Typically, that's what we're going to do. It's almost a given that we're going to do that. But in this kind of environment, your opposing defense will sometimes forget that. Well, here we are. We're coming to the line in a big, big play for this ball game. And there's going to be a timeout called by Coach Ward. We're going to take a short break during this timeout. We'll be right back with you.
Timeout, Crockett County.
We're back with you. Crockett County trailing Millington. Your score 31-21 with 38 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Crockett County hurrying up on the ball.
Going in Wildcat, snap, and we got a timeout, Millington.
Millington saw that Wildcat come in and immediately called that timeout. We've only seen that Wildcat package one other time this season, and that was against Haywood County in about the third quarter, and we converted on a fourth down and about the same field position. And I mean, basically in the same position we're in right now, it was effective. And sure, Millington wasn't looking for that. And they were already misplaced. We were quick to get on the ball and line down and get set.
You know, I'm kind of questioning the timeout for Millington there.
Well, Coach Ward is arguing that on the sideline right now. How did they get that timeout? We had the ball in motion before the whistle was blown.
And then you look at Millington, which they're up 10. Don't
Right.
get me wrong, but they're down to one timeout now.
Yeah, and what's fixing to be what could be a very tense quarter of play coming up, especially depending upon this next play right here.
This is huge, and both coaches are obviously feeling
They
how
know-
big this play is.
They know that this is a huge determining factor right here, and I cannot stress enough how important this play is for this ball game. I think it determines Crockett County's ability to stay in it or not. Anything can happen. Another quarter, we got a whole other quarter, but you saw Millington burn the second quarter up very quickly.
Yeah. So here we go. Crockett County's offense coming out. 38 seconds remaining in the third as they face a 4th and 4 in Millington territory.
We're staying in that Wildcat package.
Wildcat, deuce out wide, hits the hole.
He's got a first
down, looks for more,
He's got
still
more.
on his feet.
So I love that play. I love that play call. I love the setup of that Wildcat. When you're putting three good, athletic, fast blockers on the edge, getting that ball straight to Deuce, you don't have to have that time of the transition from the quarterback to the running back. It gives him time to get to that outside and get what was a much-needed first down.
Staying Wildcat here as they go quick. Deuce gets it
Same play.
outside, and
Gets a couple.
DeKylan gets blew up a little bit there. And you got another Millington player hurt.
He's shaking up. He's up, but he's shaking up a little bit. I would assume he would sub out, but he's staying in the ball game.
24 seconds here in the third quarter. Crockett County, 2nd and 8.
staying in that Wildcat package. This is a little bit exciting, seeing something new out of the Cavaliers. But you got to remember, there's not a whole lot of
Snap.
game experience.
Handoff opposite way. Looks to run. Antoine Hobson, touchdown. Give it to him.
He's got to be in. He's got to be in.
Touchdown, Crockett County. What
That
a
is
huge
so. Justin, let's just take a recap real quick. We go for the onside kick. We get it just by the hair of our teeth. We get ourselves into a fourth down situation, and we showed resilience throughout that drive.
Gotta hit this extra point here. Snap, kick, and it is good. I mean, delayed on their call, but still, hey,
Yeah.
31-28. Crockett County comes back there. Huge drive, 16 seconds left in the third quarter, and I'm telling you, our fan base just went nuts.
I mean, just an incredible drive. We knew that Wildcat package was in our arsenal, and we've had it in our arsenal for several weeks now since we put it in our practice, I think.
Great play call there.
Yeah, I love that misdirection there using DeKyle, and you're showing that you're going to run right like we have the last two times. You've oversized the right side. All indication is they're coming that way, and then you have that misdirection with DeKyle, the most physical runner you've got that just takes it to the house. Good play call. Really like that. Great job by the Cavaliers on creating a good job. That goes to coaching. That goes to playing. Big turning point in the ball game right there.
Hurst set to kick it deep for Crockett County. Boots it deep.
He's going to let it go.
It's going to be a touchback. Great kick there from Hurst.
Yeah, I think that was a good point in the ball game to get that touchback rather than allowing that return. Gives you a little bit of control over the situation on field position.
Feed off of the momentum right now and really make a statement here.
Well, you just saw a very aggressive offensive series, and you have to wonder, what's our goal here? Are we going to go stay that aggressive in our defense, or are we going to come back a little bit more conservative at this point?
Snap, handoff, and he was hit in the backfield, but he managed to escape.
Man, he runs low. His head is almost on the ground when he comes through that offensive line.
So he manages to pick up one. That's your end of the third quarter. As we go into the fourth quarter, Millington 31, Crockett County 28, and a lot of momentum is in Crockett County's favor right now.
You've got a real good ball game right now. I mean, 31-28, that is a ball game as you enter into the fourth quarter of play. We've shown a new look that Millington obviously wasn't ready for or coached up for. And you can see their coaches on the sideline really watching what probably is their huddle cam or something like that to see that, to watch how we're moving that ball. They're going to have to make adjustments at this point because they don't know what package we're going to come out in. They have to be very selective about personnel at this point. Good point in the ball game to make that swap to show something that we haven't shown in the past. And we've executed pretty well on it. But this point in the ball game is putting a lot of pressure on our defense to perform well, to have big plays, to execute their assignments. I'm going to go back to that C gap, outside of C gap, even into D gap. Protecting those areas as that quarterback leans towards those holes, while still, maintaining the interior as well.
And here we go. Fourth quarter set to start here. Millington, 2nd and 9. Sends in motion. Snap, looks to run. has a little bit of room, but wrapped up quick.
It appears that we sent a blitz on that for our middle linebacker, Grayson Lambert, in at the middle position in that play. And we blitzed the A gap there and kind of blowed that play up a little bit. So a little bit of aggression being shown in our defensive play calling.
3rd and 6 for Millington. Crockett County has to come up with a big stop here. Sends in motion. Snap. Looks to run.
Forces him to bounce.
He's going
to be close,
he's
man.
He's going to get it. I think they're going to give it to him.
They're going to call it at the 30-yard line, it looks like. That's going to be the spot.
Signaling to move the chains. So they move the chains there.
Hugh over the left side, 6 yards to the 30, and a Trojan first down.
So once again, you look at Millington, and they eat up a lot of that third quarter, and it looks like they're trying to do the same thing here.
And that's what several teams have tried against us. I mean, we go back to, I think the first time we seen that against Huntington, and then repetitive against some others. They're wanting to eat up clock against us.
Snap. Pulls it and tackled down. If he's not tackled down there, he's probably off to the races again.
A lot of green left in his path had he not been brought down. He knows it too.
2nd and 6 here. Clock approaching 10 minutes, 15 seconds. 4th quarter is winding down. Play clock coming to 10. Sends in motion. Snap. Pulls it down and pitches it. DeKylan there and almost gets him down. Still on his feet, and he hits.
Not the play Crockett County needs right now.
Willie Walker pushes him, and DeKylan had him.
Yeah, he had him. But, I'm going to go back and I'm going to say, DeKylan, being a freshman, a lot less experience than a lot of the guys on this field tonight.
It's almost like he tried to sling him down.
Yeah. And you've got to get out of those habits, and it takes game experience. It takes, practice experience, and he'll get those things down. But form tackling is going to be a huge part of the rest of this game. You cannot sling them. You can't arm tackle. You can't just put your shoulder into them. This team runs the ball really well, and they don't go down easy.
So that's a huge play for Millington.
6 seconds on the play clock. Is this 1-3?
Snap. Handoff. Has a hole. Antoine hits him.
And, Millington continues, even after you get that initial contact, to gain those few extra yards on their carries. They're very consistent in that. So you get in a short yardage situation like this, 1st and goal.
Clock under 9 minutes here in the 4th.
Score 31-28 Millington.
Snap. Quarterback keeps. DeKylan turns him up, and there's nobody there.
DeKylan did a great job turning him back in. His goal was to hit the outside. Had DeKylan not been there, he would have walked in. There just wasn't anybody on that inside.
And that brings your score 37-28 as the clock is 8 minutes, 42 seconds. And that's a big mountain to climb.
Yeah, it is, in a short amount of time.
Snap. Bad hold, but he
gets it in there, I think. Wait, see, yeah, it's there.
Still gets it in.
Bring your score back to a 10-point spread with Millington scoring now 38, Crockett at 28. You have 8 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in the ball game.
Quarterback come off the field a little shaken up there. I think that's the quarterback.
Number 8 would be him.
Is that 8, 9? I can't tell.
That would be a bad turn of events for
I think that is their quarterback.
him.
Yep.
And I'm very confident in him being a multi-sport athlete.
Yeah, that is our quarterback. He come off a little gimpy, but once again, we're gonna have to come out and score quick. You know, we scored quick in like 2 minutes in the third quarter.
Right.
And if we can get that quick score, Crockett County still, like I said, has a mountain to climb here, but it kicks it deep. Greenhill set to return. Looks for a hole. Doesn't really have anything.
Good pursuit there by Millington getting to the ball. Keeps us inside the 25-yard line for a long march down the field. You're at 8 minutes and 36 seconds. Millington's with 38 points. Crockett County with 28 points. Some timeouts have been burnt by both teams. So you're in a battle right here.
Lambert back in. Demo in motion, snaps the ball. Demo gets it, looks to cut it to the outside, has a little room, gets the first down, still on his feet, out of bounds. And they got a flag call. Let's see if they call a late hit there.
Coach Ward was pointing. I don't know. Don't know what that was. Again, it's hard for us to see that sideline over there. In fact, you may see it better on the camera as Gardner is
Right.
zooming in. So you all at home may be seeing it a little bit better than us because we're not watching that.
Personal foul, Millington.
So it's going to give us some yardage. Had to be a late hit over there on the sidelines. Coach Ward pointed it out.
Steps it off. And they're going to put Crockett County
15-yard penalty.
15 yards further, enters into Millington territory.
And you have to do something with this. You cannot ignore that gift you were given with that 15-yard advance.
Snap. Pulls it back, hits his brother across the middle. Preston Lambert with a big catch.
And, Lambert was under immense pressure. He had hands on him as he made that Lambert to Lambert throw there for what was a great play, great hookup there.
Come on, quick, go quick. Approaching 8 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
Millington stacking the box a little bit on us.
Snap, quarterback keeps, cuts it up. Good job, Grayson. Picks up several yards.
You saw against Haywood, you saw Grayson take a stand in the fourth quarter where he kind of took a drive into his and said, "I'm fixing to turn it on. I'm fixing to turn this ball game around." And he's doing that right now. He's leading this offense down the field. Again, he's not a senior. He's got another year of play. Love seeing him progress in the quarterback position.
7 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Lambert snaps. They're going to get Demo.
False start. So that's an unfortunate penalty there. It's going to bring us back and give us a second and around 10.
Legal procedure, Crockett, 5-yard penalty, move the ball back to the 26, second down 9.
They pick up a terrible penalty there.
Yeah, this is a point in the ball game where you just cannot make those mental mistakes.
And we're burning a lot of clock here.
Yeah, we're slowing down the pace. We've got to pick that back up, I think.
Sends in motion, snap, fakes the handoff, quick hit, Antoine. Antoine falls forward.
It's going to bring up third down for the Cavaliers. You've got 6 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock. Your score remains 38-28, Millington in the lead.
21-yard line, gain of 5 on the play, third down 4.
Third down 4 here. Snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws it up. Got Willie Walker. Willie Walker with a great catch, hit
Picks up that first down.
Clock is going to keep going.
It stops. Clock stops at 6 minutes and 28 seconds.
Once they place the ball,
It should go
they're
back.
going to start running at
it's
6 minutes,
running.
20 seconds remaining.
Crockett has a chance to score here. First and goal, 6 minutes and 18 seconds.
Rolls out left. Has a man. Willie Walker, touchdown.
Touchdown, Crockett County.
And Willie was open there for a while. Lambert ends up finding him, brings their score 38-34, and once again, this is a huge extra point.
Both teams have a pretty decent kicking game. If it comes down to that, you're looking at making this a 3-point ball game right here.
Snap, hold, kick, blocked.
Not what you want to see.
Garrett Ritter with the block.
So you got now what's going to be a 4-point ball game.
So 6 minutes, 9 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter as Millington remains up 38-34. And you hate to see that.
Yeah, you do hate to see that. And now they get to put their offensive unit back on the field, unless Coach Ward looks for an opportunity to go for that onside again. They're obviously going to be looking for that. They're going to be more aggressive in their onside defense. We'll see.
So, we've seen the quarterback run off the field kind of holding at his hand or his arm or something. Let's see if it affects him.
I was watching him on the sideline. He was throwing balls and stuff. He seemed to be normal, but
he's kind of working his shoulder right now. And hey, this team's played a great ball game, but we're right there in it.
Yeah, both teams still in the ball game. 4-point spread, 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Hurst at the kick. High kick. Millington receives, drops back. Lambert there, but he got a block on him, and a good return there, but nothing terrible for Crockett County.
No, it's going to put him around the 30-yard line. That's still a lot of field to make up. 31-yard lines where they're going to spot the ball.
So here we go as we're looking at 6 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter, and Crockett County's defense is faced with another opportunity to make a play. I mean, you got to make a play. You need stops here. Can't give up the big one. Sends in motion. Snap. Gives a little pitch. And
that pitch,
Antoine.
That's how you have to play that pitch, man.
And it looks like, man, DeKylan was getting held.
And that typically on the outside, if he's not in the play, he's getting held. And Ward is upset over there, and I'm going to say that's exactly why. So we're down to 5 minutes and 51 seconds in the fourth quarter. 38-34, Millington in the lead. So going to bring up second down, about 7 to go for Millington here. Big possession by Millington. Big defensive series by Crockett County.
Sends in motion. Snap. Pitch again. Good pursuit. There we go.
You got to shut him down right there. That's a great pursuit.
Great job.
That was perfectly played on shutting him down there. I mean, he's so far back he can't cut it back.
Pushes Millington deep as the clock hits 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the fourth. And if Crockett County's defense can come up with a stop, it gives their offense an opportunity to come out and win this ball game.
Clock still running, 5 minutes and 15 seconds. down to 5 minutes. Millington burning clock here. Very slow to get the ball off. 29 seconds on the play clock. Now we're down to 4 minutes and 50 seconds.
Coaches were pointing at the play clock, trying to tell their quarterback burn a little bit more.
4 minutes and 42 seconds.
Snap, looks to pass. Throws it over the middle, has a man wide open.
We've seen that a couple of times throughout the game. It kind of catches us by surprise when they have a man open downfield like that, and that quarterback is able to place it there pretty well. Our DBs are kind of getting burnt on these pass plays. They're really going to have to pay attention. I know they're playing run first, and we're playing against a run-heavy team, but they're going to have to really watch those wide receivers and be on them.
You know, on a 3rd and 16, you welcome a run.
Yeah, bring it to us, but we're going to play pass.
4 minutes remaining in the ball game. Millington, first down. Play clock running down and barely gets it off as the running back hits the hole.
Hits it hard, picks up a big gain there.
And this is where taking that timeout early is going to haunt us.
It's going to sneak up, but we're going to feel that.
So Crockett County is going to watch this clock wind down to about 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Millington is in no hurry here.
It's all about clock control right now for Millington. They want to control that clock and get it down to the bare minimum while also advancing down the field.
Snap. Handoff. Looks to run. Hits the hole. Still on his feet. And you got to believe right now that Crockett County's defense is getting a little tired.
Yeah, so you're looking at now another first down by Millington. You're at 3 minutes and 5 seconds on the game clock.
It's going to run it down to about 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
You're looking at 30 seconds on the play clock. So you're right, Justin. 38-34, Millington in the lead. 2 minutes and 52 seconds on the game clock. 20 seconds on the play clock.
Defense needs to come up with a huge play here. Snap, handoff, and I mean he's getting anything he wants right now.
Yeah, he's running hard.
Williams on the carry.
Timeout, Crockett County.
I'll mark him down at the 26.
So during this timeout, we're going to take a short break. Stay with us.
Timeout, Crockett County.
All right, Justin, here we go. We got a stop clock here at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Important time in the ball game for sure. Millington doing all they can to control that clock and eat it up while they are in the lead, well into Crockett County territory.
Snap, high snap, hands the ball off, has nothing but room,
Staying on
and
his
still
feet.
on his feet. Runs him out of bounds,
Multiple missed tackles.
and that
Crockett County.
is going to pretty much ice your game.
Yeah, you're right. Pushes him out of bounds before the touchdown. It's going to bring up 1st and goal. I mean, on the 2 yard line. Yeah, 2 yard line. 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Clock now running. Your play clock around 19 seconds. So they're going to watch that clock eat up a little bit, get the play
Snap.
off.
Handoff. Hit.
Hit early in the backfield, but managed to bounce off of it. Touchdown has not been declared yet.
And they're going to mark him short. But that is definitely
It's
to Millington's favor.
still their advantage not to score at this point in
And
the ball
Crockett
game.
calls a timeout. So that's going to stop your clock.
Crockett County, their final timeout.
At this point,
Crockett County's out of timeouts.
you're looking for a bad snap, a fumble. You know.
Just a huge, almost it's a heartbreaking point in the ball game. Is what you're looking for. A minute 39 seconds on the play clock. On the game clock. Got Millington with 38, Crockett County with 34, and Millington threatening to score right here. Got a second and goal, and looking to score. They're on inside the 1 yard line actually. Crockett burns their last timeout for the half. You know, a stop right here is huge, but they're going to have to fight for it. Not an easy stop at all when you're that close to the goal line. And this is the type of team you can't really stack the box on because they love to cut it outside. They've got passing ability. You've got to play pretty conservative.
Sends a motion. Snap. Quarterback. And
Kylan brings him down, but he does stretch that ball.
And we still haven't gotten a signal.
His knees were down. Yeah, his knees were down before the football crossed.
Well, it's still in Millington's favor.
It gives them the ability to burn the clock. We don't have a timeout at this point. It'd almost been better for them just to go on and score.
Clock is approaching a minute with about 30 seconds left on the play clock. So you're going to get 30 seconds left if they elect to go all the way down.
Right. 38-34 is your score right now as Millington watches that play clock burn the game clock down to 45 seconds right now.
Snap. Bad snap. Wraps him up. That's it. That's going to be your ball game.
Because 37 seconds on the play clock and 25 seconds on your game clock. So that is going to be your ball game with 38 Millington, 34 Crockett. That will end football season for Crockett County High School. What a season it's been. I've enjoyed being a part of the broadcast, bringing this broadcast to everybody, and it's just been a blessing for me and Justin, and we appreciate you listening to us. We've had the pleasure of sponsoring this, he and I, and we're very, very thankful for the opportunity. Justin, you got anything you want to say?
I appreciate everybody that's watched, that's followed along with us this season. Thanks to everybody that's made this happen. Thanks to you for setting this up every game, and tough way to go out, but.
Right, and
Cavs always.
I want to mention Pig Sweet, and what they've done as far as donating funds for equipment and for our stadium, and even into what they've done for our curriculum and what's going on inside our schools. Great things going on at Crockett County. Sad to see this season come to an end, but looking forward, we've got a lot of young guys on this team that have gotten a lot of good experience this season. And looking forward to seeing them play. Basketball season's coming up, and some of these guys you'll see on the basketball court. Things are looking very positive for the basketball team, and ready to see how that goes. But again, we are very appreciative of you all tuning in to us. We look forward to being with you again next season. Thank you, and have a great night, and God bless you.